A night Las Vegas will never forget. It was supposed to be just another spectacular night on the Cowboy Carter Tour, Beyoncé's genre-defying, boundary-pushing celebration of country, soul, and black artistry. But July 26 in Las Vegas became a historical moment in music history. A night that will live forever in the hearts of every single person lucky enough to be there. A night where tears flowed freely, where nostalgia met power, and where one of music's most legendary girl groups, Destiny's Child, came back together on stage. No one saw it coming. Not the fans. Not the press. Not even the crew, as some insiders later confessed. But when the lights dimmed near the finale and that unmistakable harmony hit the air, that Destiny's Child blend of raw soul, perfectly aligned energy, and sisterhood, the entire stadium exploded. "Ladies and gentlemen," Beyoncé said softly, her voice trembling with glee. Then it happened. Kelly Rowland stepped out. Michelle Williams followed. The crowd didn't scream, they roared. Setting the stage, Cowboy Carter Tour and Beyoncé's evolution. The Cowboy Carter Tour wasn't just an album rollout, it was Beyoncé's statement of cultural defiance. In a world that has long questioned the place of black artists in country music, Beyoncé walked in with boots, braids, and bars. The entire tour had been a masterpiece, a blend of Nashville roots and Houston soul. Beyoncé didn't just perform, she transformed the space. From Alabama to Arizona, each show had its signature surprise, a unique cover, a hometown shout-out, or a tribute to forgotten country legends. Be at Vegas? Vegas got the moment. The last stop on the tour was already rumored to feature something major. Rumblings across fan forums and Twitter Spaces hinted at a closing surprise. Some guessed Jay-Z. Others predicted Dolly Parton. No one expected the reunion that was coming. The final show, Electric Energy in Las Vegas. The Las Vegas night air buzzed with anticipation. Fans had flown in from all over the world, London, Tokyo, Rio, Lagos. The stadium was packed to capacity, lit up with flashing cowboy hats, rhinestone-studded boots, and homemade signs with messages like Lee Hawans and Cowboy Carter saved my soul. From the very first song, Beyoncé was on fire. Her voice was raw, her movement fluid, and her connection to the crowd deeper than ever. She was visibly emotional, often pausing between songs to thank fans for their love. But nothing prepared the audience for the final act. The lights dimmed. The screen flashed archival footage, grainy clips of Beyoncé, Kelly, and Michelle in the early 2000s. See clips from the Survivor music video. Behind-the-scenes moments from their tours. And then, silence. A heartbeat bass. Then the words, "Say my name, say my name." The crowd gasped, audibly. Then came the beat drop. Kelly Rowland walked out, radiant in black and gold. Michelle Williams followed, her smile wide and eyes full of emotion. Beyoncé turned to greet them, arms wide, and the three women embraced before launching into Say My Name. The reunion setlist. Pure nostalgia meets power for the next 20 minutes, Destiny's Child on the stage. Setlist of the reunion segment, Say My Name. Survivor Bootylicious Cater to You, shortened version. Girl, with a spoken word moment on sisterhood, Lose My Breath, with Beyoncé ad-libbing a fierce outro. What made the set even more powerful was its emotional layering. During Survivor, the crowd chanted every lyric with tears. The message, of resilience, of fighting through doubt and media criticism, hit home harder than ever. The harmonies were tight. The choreography, iconic. But the real magic? The unspoken bond between the three women. Beyoncé smiled at Kelly like a proud sister. Michelle teared up during Girl. It was clear this wasn't just a stunt. It was healing. It was history. Audience reaction, tears, screams, and a social media earthquake as the final beat hit, and the trio took a bow together. Thousands of fans were visibly weeping. Grown men. Teenagers who hadn't even been born when Destiny's Child first charted. Parents with their children. Twitter, or X, exploded. Hashtag Destiny's Child reunion hit 4 million mentions in under an hour. Instagram was flooded with reposts. TikTok went wild with raw reaction videos. Celebrities like Lizzo, Zendaya, and Megan Thee Stallion posted live from the crowd. Beyoncé's official site crashed. The Destiny's Child Spotify page saw a 1,200% spike in streams overnight. Why this reunion matters: cultural and emotional impact. Destiny's Child wasn't just a girl group, they were the voice of a generation. They sang for independence, heartbreak, empowerment, faith, and identity. At a time when R&B was often dominated by male voices, these women owned their truth. Their reunion wasn't about sales or headlines. It was about celebrating legacy, and reminding a fractured world of the strength of unity, sisterhood, and Black excellence. And at the center of it all? Beyoncé, an artist at the peak of her powers, choosing to share her stage, not to shine alone, but to bring others into the light with her. Behind the scenes, what Beyoncé, Kelly, and Michael said after the show. Later that night, in a surprise Instagram Live, Michelle Williams said, "This wasn't just a performance, it was a reunion of hearts." Kelly added, "It's been years since we stood on stage like that, and it felt like coming home." Beyoncé, usually reserved post-show, posted a black and white photo of the three of them hugging backstage. Her caption simply read, "Destiny fulfilled." Sources close to the production revealed that the reunion had been planned in secret for months. Beyoncé reportedly flew both Kelly and Michelle to a private rehearsal compound in LA for 2 days in early July. "She wanted it to be perfect," a crew member said. "She wanted it to be for the fans." The future of Destiny's Child, is a comeback coming? Immediately, the question began to swirl: is Destiny's Child back for good? Michelle remained coy in interviews. "Let's just say, we're open to what the universe brings," she smiled. Kelly teased, "That energy on stage? It felt like the beginning of something. Not the end. And while Beyoncé hasn't confirmed anything beyond the tour, insiders say talks for a reunion EP or documentary are already underway. Whether it's one song, one tour, or something bigger, the world is ready. Conclusion: a moment that transcends music. When the final note of "Lose My Breath" faded and the curtain dropped, the crowd stayed standing. They didn't want to leave. Not because the music was over, but because something rare had happened. A moment. A memory. A miracle, some called it. This was more than a concert. It was a spiritual homecoming, for Beyoncé, for her sisters, and for every fan who ever felt seen in a Destiny's Child song. As the lights dimmed in Vegas and fans poured into the night, one thing was certain. Destiny's Child didn't just return. They reminded us all what greatness looks like.